Right, you lot, it's Dave. Your friendly Cockney public service announcement, making sure you don't pack your apocalypse bag like you're off to Marbella for a long weekend. Number 1, if your bug-out bag weighs more than your nan, you ain't escaping the zombies, you're feeding them. Take out half that crap. Nobody's surviving on your 14-scented candles and a waffle iron. Number 2, as usual, this episode's got more swearing than a plumber's WhatsApp group. Keep the kids busy with Peppa Pig or a Michael Jackson playlist. Number 3, none of this is real survival training. If you want that, talk to the SAS, Ray Mears, or the bloke in your town who smells like wood smoke and roadkill. Strap in, Dougie's about to meet a man who carries a fishing net under his suit, like James Bond's less subtle cousin. Today's show is sponsored by Barry's Bunker Bags, guaranteed to fit everything you'll never use, in colours so tactical even your mum won't find ya. Right then, run the tune for episode 6, Bug-Out Bags, Tactical Nonsense and Backpack Disasters.
Welcome to Proper Prepper FM, broadcasting live from the middle of nowhere with nothing but a whiskey, a dodgy microphone, and far too much free time. This is the show where sarcasm is currency, duct tape is gold, and your host is, well, Dougie. So get comfy and lower your expectations, because here comes another half hour of whatever this is supposed to be.
Greetings, folks. Before we unpack the madness people carry, if you've built a bug-out bag, ruined your back carrying one, or packed something completely pointless, email ppfmbroadcast@gmail.com or leave a voice or text message on 0749 747 1454. No shame, I've seen worse. I'm here, folks, and already wound up, but welcome to Proper Prepper FM, the only prepper station where your host once tried to bug out with a Tesco bag, half a pork pie, and a copy of Viz. I'm Dougie MacPrep, Scotland's last line of sarcastic defense. And today, we're diving headfirst into the overstuffed, underprepared, panic-packed world of bug-out bags. Or, as I like to call them, backpacks of delusion. If you think shoving 43 items from an Instagram list into a rucksack makes you Bear Grylls, you're the reason I drink. A bit of a change to tonight's lineup. We at PPFM thought it might be a good idea to give you headbangers out there a bit of a heads up of the news, and I don't know where the sodding we came from. Tonight's the sodding first I've heard of it. Oh, any road, you probably missed what's gone on in the UK last week's news, so we thought we'd give you a rundown. Let's get into the news with Felicity Fellatio for a quick rundown.
Thank you, Dougie. And hi, this is PPFM News Desk, and I'm Felicity Fellatio. This week in the UK news we had UK borrowing overshoots forecasts by £7.2 billion ahead of the autumn budget. Bloomberg reports that borrowing for 2025 to 2026 could exceed the official forecast by £10 billion. Reported by Bloomberg, the higher borrowing increases fiscal pressures on the government, tightening the margin for manoeuvre on spending and tax. Debate on government debt. Commentary argues that government debt is private wealth and questions austerity framing. An article argues that public debt represents private sector financial assets, challenging prevailing political rhetoric. This invites reconsideration of how fiscal policy is discussed, potentially reshaping debates around spending cuts versus investment. Moving on, our new nanny state measures by our Supreme Labour leader's Education Department have advised nursery and primary schools to discourage parents from bringing in birthday cake to mark their toddler's birthday. Instead, primary schools have been told to promote healthy eating habits by requesting parents to bring in fruit platters or non-edible options, such as bubble kits or stickers, as alternatives.
Bloody hell, give that here. That's enough of that. Let's cut to the quick. It's not sweets and birthday cake that's ruining our children's health. It's effing state-sponsored education. Enough of meddling with our kids. Enough of fruit platters and bearded ladies. Starmer, leave our kids alone. And not to mention the government who's borrowed a few extra billion again. Must have slipped down the back of the national sofa, right? Happens to the best of us. I once went £7 over budget on a tin of corned beef and a water filter. Didn't make Bloomberg though, did it? And now we're told government debt's actually our wealth. Brilliant. So, if that's true, where's my dividend, eh? I'll be waiting by the letterbox with my solar kettle. Maybe they'll pay me in treasury bonds and powdered milk. Still, if the whole point is that borrowing keeps us all rich, then I'm practically a billionaire in empty soup tins and tactical torches. Call it the Dougie doctrine. Invest in batteries, not promises. Let's crack on, shall we? First topic for today, the bug-out bingo list. Bug-out bags. Everyone's favorite gateway drug to prepping. You start with good intentions, torch, first aid, water. Then, next thing you know, you've packed 3 kilograms of protein powder, a grappling hook you don't know how to use, and a collapsible fishing rod, despite living in Birmingham and being allergic to fish. Let's get one thing straight. Your bug-out bag should help you survive, not give you a hernia while running from zombies and crocs. Have you noticed I mention crocs a lot? It's only because I hate them. Let's go through the usual crap I've seen. Tactical shovel. It's a folding spade, Brenda. It won't snap when you look at it funny. Flint and steel. Cool. When was the last time you used it? Scouts, 1994. Thought so. 5,000 calorie energy bars. That's not survival. That's constipation in foil. Paracord everything. You're not Tom Cruise in Ghost Protocol. You're Barry from Huddersfield. Calm down. So, my mini tip for the day. Why do people pack full camping cookware in a grab-and-go kit? Mate, if you have time to fry bacon during your bug-out, you're not bugging out, you're glamping in the apocalypse. Hey, Davey, I thought you'd cancelled the visits. Who's this then? Right? Heavens above, where's the right running sheet? Give it here, bloody hell. Right, who have we got here then? Right, you sit there till I'm sorted. It's now time for the sound of nutters. Am I ever going to get sensible guests? Any road, let's continue and get this over with. Oh, God preserve us. Right then, here we go. Our guest interview today is Chaz from Leeds, bug-out briefcase and the tactical waistcoat. Our guest today is Chaz, 31, from Leeds. Ex-chav turned prepper, self-described urban operator, which I assume means he's good at running from police.
Cheers, Dougie. Pleasure to be here. Love what you're doing. Big fan. Got my bug-out briefcase ready at all times.
Bug-out? Briefcase?
Yeah, mate. Hard shell Samsonite. Looks slick. Blends in on the tube. No one suspects you're carrying 14 protein bars and a blow dart.
Jesus Christ!
Also got a tactical waistcoat I wear under my suit. Holds everything from lighters to a collapsible fishing net. Bought it from a bloke called Gav the Ferret off Gumtree.
You? In a suit? Anyway, mate, that's not prepping. That's midlife crisis cosplay.
I've also updated my umbrella, doubles as a spear and has a USB charger in the handle.
Of course it does. Of course it does. Why not throw in a built-in cattle prod while you're at it?
I tried. Got electrical burns on the inside of my thigh. I ballsed up that idea.
Thanks for the chat, Chav. I mean, Chaz. And don't be slamming the door on your way out. Bloody fool. Well, that was a long 5 minutes. Thank Christ that segment's over. I'm sure I'm going to need therapy after this. A quick needed breath and a sip of whiskey to get over that segment and brace myself for the emails. Here's a quick word from our sponsor. They're the bug-out shop down there in the heart of Wales.
When the unexpected happens, will you be ready? At the bug-out shop, we've got everything you need to prepare for emergencies, adventures, and the unknown. From survival gear and water purification to bug-out bags and tools, trusted kit for real preparedness. Don't wait for the crisis to come to you. Get to thebugout.co.uk today and get prepared. Your survival starts here, and you can use promo code PPFM01 for a 10% discount on your next purchase.
You've got an email, ding ding! You've got an email, ding ding! I said, you've got an email, ding ding!
Now, Davey, explain to me why you have updated the sponsors tune but not our email segment. I bloody give up asking. And as you guessed, dear listeners, it's now time for our listener emails, or the bag of numpties this segment should be called. So, email 1. Here we have Tim, 40, in Wolverhampton. His mastermind question is this. Is it wise to carry both a machete and a zombie blade, or does that make me look stabby? Depends. Do you wear a stocking mask while walking the streets at night? If yes, yes it does. Next up we have email 2. This is from Carl 18 from Ipswich. I've packed 12 condoms in my bug-out bag for post-apocalypse love. Good idea? You'll die alone in a ditch, Carl, but at least your corpse will be safe from STDs. Next brainwave question is from Lorraine 67 in Fife. She asked Dougie, can I bring my knitting in case I get bored at the bug-out location? Christ in heaven. Yes, Lorraine. Nothing says battle-hardened survivor like a hand-crocheted balaclava. How many we got left? Too great. Let's crack on. I'm getting a bloody headache. Now we have Dash. Email 4. This is Lewis 28, down the old smoke, London. My B.O.B. has a full face of makeup, wet wipes, and 3 vapes. Priorities? You're either surviving in style or auditioning for RuPaul's Doomsday Drag Race. I respect it. And finally, we have Email 5. This is from Shaz. Shaz is 33, from Essex. I packed my ex's wedding ring out of spite. Counts as barter item, right? Only if you're bartering with Satan, Shaz. All done. Great. So, let's very quickly move on so I can have a little rant. Bug-out bags are not a personality. Stop filming what's in my bag TikToks with moody music and slow zooms on a tin of macaroni. You're not in a Jason Bourne montage. You're in your mum's kitchen, and she wants her sandwich box back. Remember, Doogie's no bollocks Bob checklist. Torch with extra batteries, not ones from Poundland. First aid, real stuff, not just plasters and a sterile wipe. Water filter and actual water, fire starter, flint and lighter, be honest. Food, ready to eat, no fondue kits. Map and compass, real ones, not just Google Maps screenshots. Blade, legal, sensible, not a katana. Hygiene, wet wipes and soap, not Lynx Africa and a bottle of Old Spice. If it doesn't help you survive the first 72 hours, chuck it. Your tactical yo-yo isn't saving anyone. Well, folks, that's it for this show. Keep it simple, keep it steady, and if the SHTF comes, you'll already be one step ahead. Till next week. Slarnjavar.
Well, ladies and gents, that's all the nonsense we can squeeze into one episode. You've been listening to Proper Prepper FM. Equal parts comedy, tragedy, and something in between. If you've got nothing better to do next week, and let's be honest, you probably haven't, then tune in again for more sarcasm and silliness. Until then, take care, stay strange, and thanks for pretending this was worth your time.
And there you have it. The truth about bug-out bags. 10% essential, 90% cosplay. You don't need 40 gadgets and a GoPro. You need water, food, something sharp, something that burns, and the will to keep moving. And hey, if the news tonight sets your prepper brain ticking, or you've got a win or a right cock-up to share, you can now drop us a line. On email ppfmbroadcast@gmail.com or leave us a voice message. Oh, and don't forget to leave your name and where in the great country you are. On 0749 747 1454 might get a soundbite in next week's show, or might get roasted. Either way, you're part of the fun. So, till next time, and don't forget now, always take the time to make sure you grab the right bag when you have to split, not last week's laundry. Till then, see you laters.